Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? Well, I have, and guess what? You're listening to it right now. So it must have been pretty easy, right? Well, that's all because of Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it is 100% free and ridiculously easy to use. And now, Anchor can match you with great sponsors who want to advertise your podcast. That means you can get paid to podcast right away. In fact, that's what I'm doing right now by reading this ad. So, if you've always wanted to make that podcast and make money doing it, go to anchor.fm/start. That is anchor.fm/start to join me in the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. I cannot wait to hear your podcast. Hey everyone, just a quick reminder, this podcast is in no way affiliated with Disney Channel. All views stated in this podcast episode or any of the podcast episode are mine. Enjoy the show. What is up, everyone? Welcome to That's a Matthews Summer of Stars. In today's episode, I discuss Dog with a Blog with my sister Anna. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, it's Matthew from That's a Matthew, and you're watching Disney Channel. Hey, I did it! Hello everyone, and welcome back to That's So Matthew. This is Season 2, Episode 2. Today, I am here with...
Anna.
She is back, and we are better than ever with today's topic. Annie, you want to tell them what we're going to be talking about today?
A Dog with a Blog.
Yes, Dog with a Blog, one of my least favorite Disney Channel shows ever.
Ugh. That's mean.
Why you don't want to do the show?
I like Dog with a Blog. I think it was a good show. But if they had a theme song, it would be better.
Yeah, I think it needed a theme song. There were a lot of issues with the show, in my opinion. But I clearly did not hate it that much, because today we are here talking about it. A whole podcast episode with our thoughts, feelings, talking about the whole characters, my brand new best character thing that I do at the end of every episode. It is going to be pretty lit. And at the end of the show, I have an announcement. So stay tuned to the end, and I will tell you guys all about it. So I think first we need to give a little overview of the show. Dog with a Blog is an American comedy sitcom television series that aired on Disney Channel from October 12th, 2012 to September 25th, 2015. It stars G. Hannelius, Blake Michael, Francesca Cabaldi, Regan Burns, and Beth Littleford. It also features the voice of Stephen Full. Alright, so right off the bat, it's about a talking dog. I thought it was kind of weird. I don't know what you thought, Anna.
I thought it was fun.
Yeah, so we had clearly different views on the show. Like, the show itself is a Disney Channel sitcom. Like, everything about it. I think it has the laugh track, it has the characters, it has the comedic relief. It has, like, the whole point of the show. But I think the thing that really, really I did not like about the show is needed a theme song.
You just don't get by with whistling.
Yeah, the whole thing is just, like, a whistle. I wonder if I could play it. Because it was, like, honestly... Yeah, something like that. Like, it's just... I don't know. There's something from the show that was just missing. That I just cannot put my finger on. I don't know about you. I just thought that. Okay, I'm gonna play it. It's on a 30-second theme song. Yeah. So, I'm not really sure how I feel about it. It's just whistling. Darn it, of course. My device is being stupid. Oh, darn it, it's an ad. So, while we do that, so the one thing about the theme song is I think in almost every single episode there was a different version of it.
There was, like, different pictures.
Different clips, and it always is, like, Stan ruining something. Alright, so here we go. It's basically whistling. So the one thing that I remember whenever the theme song would play, because there was no words, at the end when the dog with the blog title card shows up, it's like, wait, let's play that again. I would always used to go, dog with the blog. Dog with the blog. Okay, so, like, obviously it's weird, but I thought it was really cliche. It sounds like they took royalty-free music and put a whistle over it. I don't know what you thought, like, thumbs up, thumbs down, fail, middle.
Yeah, middle.
I think, the other thing that kind of was cliche is, like, they could have put the names in, like, even if it's just the royalty-free music and the whistle, I really think that they could have put, like, the names, like, Gian Alias, Francesca Capaldi.
Yeah,
Capaldi. Cifaldi.
Matthew.
Or Blake Mitchell,
Blake
Michael.
I think.
Yeah, so, like, they could have done that, and I think the whole concept of the theme song is, like, they take family pictures, at least in season 1, they take family pictures, and every time Stan ruins it. So, I guess it's kind of, like, a little repetitive, and they definitely could have done something a little different, but that's just my opinion. I don't know what everyone thinks. So for me and Anna, I think we agree, middle, like, 0.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is something new. I should rate the theme songs of the shows, because, whoa. I have a lot of strong opinions on some of them, like Dog with the Blog with their royalty-free music. Here's, like, the premise, description, plot thing. So it is set in Pasadena, California, which is where the Rose Bowl parade takes place. I think they had a whole episode about that. Anna's shrugging her shoulders. So it is about a mixed family, Ellen, who had just married Bennett, and they Tyler and Chloe are James
yeah, they're the Bennett's kids.
Yeah, and then Ellen is Avery's. Yeah, so I don't remember the names. It's been a hot second. Like, I watched some of the episodes recently because it's on Hulu. By the time this episode's out, it's off of Hulu, unfortunately. So, yikes. I've been watching some recent episodes, and I think I'm gonna binge a few more of my favorite ones. Because although it wasn't my favorite show, you still have those episodes that you really like. I don't know about Anna. Like, when you don't like a show, you still have the episodes that you like.
Yeah.
So, and then they mix, like, they just got married, and then they get a dog. And the whole part of the first episode is they get a dog. Stan runs away. They find out it talks. They save it from an animal shelter.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like, somehow they broke the entire animal shelter out of the animal shelter.
Yeah.
Realistically, probably wouldn't happen. And then they keep the secret of him talking from their parents, and I honestly think the parents don't know until the final episode.
No, yeah. I'm pretty sure they find out at, like, the...
So, roughly, if it's, like, real lifetime, like, 3 years of them not knowing. And honestly, I would be so freaked out if my dog could talk. I don't have a dog. But, like, just imagine, like, the dog looking up at you and going, "Hi, can I have a treat?" Like, talking to you. Like, we assume when they're barking, we know what they're saying. But, like, to me, that's, like, weird.
Yeah, because talking dogs are normal.
Yeah, I think that's, like, such an played with idea in, like, movies and TV shows today is, like, talking animals. And for kids, I think that's the target audience for the show was, like, they went for a younger kid vibe with the talking dog, but then, like, the story, like, all of it's, like, teen, like, not even teen, like, 9 years, I guess. I don't know. I just thought the whole premise of the show is a little odd here and there, and they have some problems with the show. And I think the show gets repetitive after a while, because every episode, like, Stan worries that someone's gonna find out and he's gonna be taken away for experimentation. But then, here's where it gets real interesting. So the whole point of the show is a talking dog, and as if the talking wasn't enough, he has a blog. He writes. I don't know. Like, I think the whole show, Dog with a Blog, like, that's, like, the title. But the blog isn't, like, such a key portion that I feel like it shouldn't... I think it should be called Dog that talks or something like that.
Yeah, talking dog with a blog.
I don't know. I just think that the blog just like there's no point to it. Like the story besides the title, like it rhymes. Dog with a blog. Fight me on that.
No, I'm not gonna fight you on that because that's agreeable.
Where does the blog come in? Like I get it. Like he writes about his experiences with his family and his owners and his people. Like all the time. Like every single episode, it ends with him sitting down at a computer. Like this dog knows how to frickin' type. So I'm assuming like when they filmed it, like the dog would like sit like a real dog, and then like they put like 2 paws on a stick. Like I don't know, like I just think the blog has no purpose to the story. Like agree, disagree.
Agree.
So like should we call it
but the family's just there.
Like yeah, and like they could honestly do this whole show as an animated show just about the dog. Like the kids really have no purpose. Like, I don't know. I just think that there's so much room for improvement in, like, the whole storyline. And they're all over the place.
Yeah. They're always at the park or their house.
Like, they're at the park or their house. And then all of a sudden, like, along the line, they introduced a school set. And, like, the whole school storyline is, like, really I don't know. I just felt there's something missing from the show. Now, I think we're going to take our time and our criticism and dive into these characters. Because there is a lot of room for error and improvement with the writing of the characters. So we have Avery, who is like the average, I'm smart, you're not, I'm right, you're wrong.
She wears ties, doesn't she?
Yeah, and she's kind of like a tomboy, kind of. I don't know, she's very organized. Like, I think in the first episode, like, she has a schedule for the living room.
Yeah. She said, as you can see here on the schedule,
I booked the living room. And then she's always with the rules. Like, rules. So, like, almost every single school nerd type mixed in. And so I really don't think that, like, necessarily she's, like, the main character, except for we have G. Alias, who I don't even know what her real name is.
Jenna, let me look it up. Hold up.
So, let's, like, talking about it. So she's, like, no, she's Ellen's kid, and Ellen is
weird.
nuts. So we'll talk about her a little bit more. But, she's very, you have to sign up to go to the bathroom in her world. Like, you need to sign up the sign-up sheet.
Sign up genius.
Sign up genius. So I feel like her and Tyler are probably the closest of the siblings. Like, they kind of rely on each other like a brother and sister, even though, like, realistically they're stepbrother and sister.
Her name is Genevieve.
Genevieve? Okay. I wonder why they called her G. Alias, like all these years.
Because she probably doesn't like her whole name being used. Because it's Genevieve is a really long name.
And they are very close. They have their heart-to-heart moments, I guess, if you want to say. I know she's the only time, like, that I can think of, like, looking back on the show when Avery didn't follow the rules is when, wasn't there something like she stole, like, a horse? Or, like, a pig? Or, like, a cow?
I have no clue.
Yeah, so me and Anna are just literally looking at each other and like, oh my god. Anna's like, oh yeah, he dragged me into another episode. Yikes. Okay, so then we have Tyler James, who's played by Blake Michael, and I think it's Michael. And he is the popular jock brother character, and he is Bennett's child. Can we talk about, okay, like, realistically, I could see Tyler and Avery being the biological sibling, not Chloe.
Yeah, like Chloe being
Tyler.
Okay, so like Chloe's a redhead with curly hair, and then
the other ones look so alike.
Avery is blonde, and then what's his name? Tyler has brown hair.
More realistically, the genes would work out that Tyler and Avery could be siblings, because, like, realistically, Chloe Chloe. What a gal.
You know, like, Chloe, the girl that played Chloe has, like, gone crazy now.
Do you know, I was at Six Flags the same day she was one day. Yeah, okay. So, let's, like, we're so off track right now. But he's, like, not really, like, but he's lazy. Like, he never wants to do anything. He doesn't follow Avery's rules in the first episode. But I think he's a really good brother figure to Chloe and Avery. Because, like, even with, like, the whole talking dog situation, I feel like they handled it pretty well. Considering, like,
I would probably pass out if my dog could talk to me.
Yeah. So, let's see. He is pretty caring, but he also, like I said, he's lazy. He doesn't want to do anything, like, mood. Yeah. So, he's okay, like, decently written character. Actor's pretty good. And I feel like he's, like, his hair, like, has a lot of room for improvement. But he cut it short now. I think he has short hair. And throughout the entire run of the show, he had, like, that long hair, like, bob cut hair. Oh, and also, the guy who plays him is from Lemonade Mouth. What a bop.
She's younger than me, and she's acting like...
Lemonade Mouth is such a Disney Channel movie. Like...
Matthew.
What?
Her bio on Instagram, that girl from Dog with a Blog.
That girl. So yeah, should we talk about Lemonade Mouth? I don't know. Shoot me a DM on @thatsomatthew on Instagram and we can talk. Like, if you want to do it, step up and do it, hon. So let's do it before my podcast is over, because, you know, we had a pretty good run, Anna. I don't know about you.
Lemonade Mouth.
Lemonade Mouth. She's so gone. I don't like singing it in key. Alright, so then we have Chloe, who slightly already talked about, Francesca Capaldi. And so, Francesca Capaldi, like I said, she's like nuts now. She's like 12.
She's younger than me, I think.
Look her up. Let's see how old she is. She's the younger sister of Tyler, who literally...
She's 15 years old? No, she's not. She was born in 2004. She is not.
We were born in the same year. She's probably older than me. So, she literally looks nothing like Tyler, but they're siblings. And she's a step-sibling to Avery. She is... I think in almost every single episode, they go somewhere and they forget Chloe. Like, favoritism who? Like, how do you forget your child? That'd be like me going to Six Flags and be like, where's Anna? Or like, seriously, how do you forget a child? Like, I forget, like, and it's like every time, like, in every single episode.
Where's Chloe? She went in the wrong car in the first episode, because didn't they get a new car in, like, one of the, like, the second episode? And she went in the wrong car with the old people. And
oh, yeah, like,
parents freaked out, and they were like, where's Chloe?
It's so, like, funny. Alright, and she is, she's just very whimsy. And I use the word whimsy because she uses that all the time in the episode Stan Gets Married, which we're going to talk about later because it's, like, one of my favorite episodes of Dog with a Blog ever. So,
we just watched that.
I watched it last night. Alright, so then we don't really need to talk about Sam besides that he's a talking dog, and absolutely kind of weird in a way that there's a talking dog. And he types. He has a blog.
He probably types better than I do. And I'm a human!
Do we know what the blog is called? I'm trying to look. I think it's called, like, C Stan something. I'm gonna look it up. Dog with a blog. Stan's blog. I think it's called Stan's Sneaky Blog. That's weird. Okay. Alright, let's go back. And now we have Bennett. Bennett, what a guy. He is really kind of weird. He's very... Who's his child? Chloe?
Chloe and
Chloe
Tyler.
and him are so like... Like she definitely got like the weird genes.
I wonder who her actual mom is. Like, who are their actual parents? And why don't they ever visit them? Like are they dead?
I don't know. They could have done an episode about, like, that's like really good for kids to see, like, broken families. Like, I feel like that would have been like.
And like every Disney show, there's always something with their parents. Like Hannah Montana, where's the mom?
She died.
Yep. And then Dog's Blog, where's the parents? Raven's Home.
Sydney to the Max.
Sydney to the Max.
Goop and Cammy.
Goop and Cammy. Like, there's never either a father or mother figure.
Shake It Up. Where's the father? And the mother's kind of weird, though. Well, like, that's for another episode, like.
Good Luck Charlie is, like, the only show
and Ant Farm. Like, those are, like, the only ones I can think of. Raven's Home, but the mom, like, disappeared. Or not Raven's Home. That's the Raven. The mom disappears, like, halfway through the show. Alright, so let's continue with, he's a therapist? No, psychologist.
Yeah.
Nah, he has his office. Not really, like, anything real special there. Oh, and he writes books. I remember this very vividly, that he writes books. But when he writes them, he changes the names of his kid. You know, like, do you remember that? Like, he writes books about his family, but, like, changes the names. Kind of weird.
Yeah, and then what does the mom do?
I don't know. And I don't. Then he's not a very good psychologist, so Ellen, the wife, thinks that he's, like, not a good psychologist. And he thinks the only reason, like, Stan came into the household was because the psychologist, Bennett, decided that they wanted a dog. And he thought that it would bond the family. Do we think it bonded the family? Yes. Was it a really weird dog? Yes. But, like, again, without, like, the whole story of the show is based off of this dog. Like, if there was a dog, like, I guess you could do a show, but, like, what would it be about? Like, called, like, Avery? They should call it Good One Ellen, because, you know, she always goes, like, she makes a joke, she goes, Good One Ellen.
Thank you very much.
Alright, so then we have Ellen, who's, like, my personal favorite character on the entire show. Ellen is, like, the mom you don't want to have, but you really, really admire.
Like, I feel like, yeah, she's kind of like a weird mom, but, like, she'd end up having, like, she would end up, like, having fun with you.
Yeah, like, in Stan Gets Married, she dresses up as Elvis. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's, like, the entire time. She goes, like, thank you very much. And, like, she does that, like, leg shaky thing. I don't know, I thought that was, like, funny. Her catchphrase is, Good One, Ellen. That is so funny. Like, I'm gonna just, like, go around, like, every episode. Like, I'm just gonna, like, throw it out there on, like, any point. And, like, if you tell me the exact second, I will follow you on Instagram or give you a shout out or something like that. Oh, that's so good one, Ellen. Okay, so the last thing, I really want to talk about Ellen. She is, like, clean freak, but not clean freak. You know where I'm going for? Like, there's, like, a whole episode, like, where Stan pees on the couch or something.
Oh, I remember that one. Oh, no, he tears up the couch, too, doesn't he?
Yeah, and, like, you know, like, that's, like, troublesome for her. Alright, so now we're just gonna kind of go over some of the basic, recurring characters, like Carl. Do you know Carl? The weird, like, nerdy kid.
Remember the friend, too, with the curly hair?
Mm-hmm.
Kayla Massinette, like, her name, I don't remember what her name was,
Lindsay?
but, like, that's her,
Lindsay.
Okay.
Yeah. I think she started introducing when they had the school, and then they had Max. I don't remember him. I'm just reading these off online. Or Heather. Well, Heather's the one who owns Stan's wife.
Yeah.
Like
Princess,
like, dogs are getting married. That's, like, weird. But the whole episode, like, honestly, the whole episode of The Stan Gets Married is, like, my favorite. And we're talking about wine in a minute. So, actually, there was a, there's a dog who played Stan for the first 5 episodes called Kuma, and he actually just recently died. I saw that. So he just recently died, which is, like, really sad. And the whole cast was posting about it, which I felt so touched. Like, the whole cast, like, he was only on the show for 5 episodes out of, like, how many episodes they had? And, like, I just thought that was so great. Another thing, it was not really, like, the reviews are mixed, and, like, I really agree with the critics. Like, one of these critics said that you only see Stan blog in 2 scenes in the first episode. Like, what's the blog there for? Like, I doubt it, but, like, if any of you Dog with the Blog creators are listening, like, I want to know, like, what's the point? So, yeah. Yeah, it was canceled, after 3 seasons. Not surprised. But, back to the Kuma thing. So, another dog named Mick, who portrayed Stan for, like, the entire rest of the show, he looked like Kuma. Kuma was the one had the spots, and Mick didn't have the spots, so they painted him every single episode. Like, PETA, where are you at? Like, I'm sure it was, like, allowed because they have to do that with TV shows because they could get in so much trouble. Like, shut down. Alright, so I think we've pretty much, like, covered, like, a majority of it. But now, we have to talk about some of our favorite episodes. I know Anna's so excited about this. So we're going to go season by season. So, season 1 had 22. Season 2 had 24. And season 3 had 23. So, like, 22, 23, 24. Solid seasons. But back then, Disney Channel gave such larger orders. Like, that's like you would get now on Disney Channel, though. So, I think they knew from the start it was going to flop. Just saying. So, let's kick it off with season 1. So, we have the first episode. Pretty good. I like them. But the first episode, what'd you think? Like, is it a strong start? Was it a strong start?
They could have done better.
I think they could have done better. And I want to know, like, whatever happened to all the dogs that escaped? Alright, so let's see what else. Then, the third episode that also pretty much sticks out to me, Dog with a Hog. That's the one where they stole the pig. I told you they stole a pig! We were arguing about this earlier in the episode. I don't know if y'all were around for that. But yeah, there was a pig. And I know that there's an episode where there's a video game where Stan meets a video game guy, like online, like sketch, like, you know, like you play online with a video game and then you meet in person.
When Stan is in charge of watching Chloe, she goes missing. Dog loses girl. Season 1, episode 10.
Gotta love that. Are you scrolling down too? I'm trying to think of the one I really liked. The ones I didn't like. Oh, and then remember the one where they thought that they were gonna have a baby?
I'm looking at that right now. And then there's one, season 1, episode 17, Avery's first breakup. She literally dated a guy for 1 episode.
That's a mood. And then in the first season, the finale, technically not the finale, like, production-wise, they had the one, Ian, Stan's former owner, tries to come reclaim him because
getting rid of all of them. I'm sad.
Because he, what do you call it? He knew that he could talk, so then, you know, like, I want you back, we're gonna experiment on you. Like, the whole point of the show is, like, there's a dog who talks, and they can't tell anyone because they don't want him to get experimented on. There you go. So then, let's see, then, in season 2, there's an episode that really sticks out to me, is Good Girl Gone Bad. This one with the ditch day. Yeah. That one, like, the monkey bars, I just remember something about monkey bars in the park, because they gotta be in the park 24/7, like, go park! Let's see. I think then there's another episode where Lindsay and Avery do something about Susan B. Anthony, because I remember them dressing up as, like, an old lady from, like...
the pioneer days. Angie's shoes, who?
I might have to censor that, Emma. Yikes. And then, season 2, there's an episode that was from What the What Weekend. I love What the What Weekend. They need to bring that back. Like, where you at, Disney Channel? Like, come through. Where they have Lee Allen Baker as Sherry, Cherry, I think it's Sherry. And she is the trainer, and she's absolutely nuts. She's, like, wacky. Like, she, like, has, like, I don't think she sprays, like, the dog. She sprays the parent of the dog or something like that. I just thought it was really funny, like, because, like, on Good Luck Charlie, like, she's pretty calm, like, you know, and then, like, Dog with the Block, she's like, what?
I love Good Luck Charlie.
Oh my god, what a show. If you love Good Luck Charlie, make sure to check out my Good Luck Charlie episode with Lucy. 40 minutes of amazing Good Luck Charlie fun. Check it out. Let's see. Then they do something with where they redo the wedding. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, because like didn't the parents not actually get married or something?
I think so.
I think they like.
And the episode is called "How I Met Your Brother and Sister," like play on How I Met Your Mother. Stuck in the Mini with You. That's like a playoff Stuck in the Middle with You, but
stuck with you.
But that show wasn't out yet. But little did she know the girl who was in the show, Lindsay, would end up being on that show, I think, right? That's the same girl?
Yeah.
Stuck in the Middle. I don't like that show. Do we do an episode on it? I don't know. Let me know. Send me a DM on Instagram. Let's talk. And then in the finale of season 2, like a woo moment is when the kids find out that Stan has a blog. Like, that's like the second time the blog is ever mentioned in the show. Like, Stan doesn't talk about it with anyone. And, like, I think that, like, that really needs, like, to be fixed. Like Disney. If you ever, I hope you never do a spin-off of this or, like, a reboot. But if you do, like, whatever happened to the blog? I want to know.
I feel like the reboot wouldn't be successful.
I wouldn't watch it. Actually, I would watch it just to do a podcast and complain about how bad it was. I don't know about you. So then, actually, I remember in season 3, the first thing that happens is Avery and Tyler get expelled. I remember that episode. That was, like, one of the only episodes, like, I felt like I was really weird about. Like, I was kind of weirded out by it. Just saying. Then Stan falls in love with Princess. Like, a dog's fault. Like,
how can dogs fall in love?
Realistically, they can't. Like, actually, they probably can, but, like, okay. I don't really think anything else, like, really that... Now, we're gonna talk about this, and I'm really excited. Stan gets married. One of my probably my favorite episode of the entire show. You ready? So, it's a What the What Weekend episode with Olivia Holt. And Olivia Holt, what a gal. So, like, Kicking It, I Didn't Do It. What else was she on? Dog with a Blog. Other shows, like, come on, like, or
she was in movies
Girl
too,
vs. Monster. She? Like, what a gal. And she played Wacky Jackie. Like, Wacky Jackie. That's, like, even more of a gal. Like, oh, here's my eye. Here's my other eye. Nostril shot! I love that. And, like, she has such a good, bubbly personality.
Love that.
So, the whole plot of the story is that there's this girl, Wacky Jackie, played by Olivia Holt. Here's my eye. Here's my other eye. Nostril shot! And she, she does stupid things with her money. That's, like, sums it up. And she picks Stan's wedding as, like, a thing to spend her money on. Really like it. The one thing I did not like about this episode, and it was a huge flaw, is the bachelor party scene with Tyler, Carl, and Stan.
In the meat locker.
In the meat locker, which they get locked in. What a cliche. And, like, the meat, like, just looking at it, like, It looks so fake, but it looks so disgusting at the same time. Like,
Okay, ready? Thank you very much.
And then we have Ellen, who dresses up as Elvis. Actually, originally she's in her wedding dress, but then Bennett yells at her, like, "Go, Bennett!"
Then she dresses up.
And then she dresses up as
Elvis.
Thank you very much. Like, I don't know, like, Ellen, what a gal. All right, and then after that, all of a sudden, there's this brand new storyline. Like, we're done with Princess. Actually, no, we're not, because Princess actually has something to do with this. But then all of a sudden, like, they're like, okay, we're gonna get canceled. So let's make an hour-long special about Stan having babies. Like, no offense, like, how quickly do dogs, like, get pregnant and, like, actually have children? Like,
I have no clue.
Just saying, like, so then he has babies. And then, Stan's old owner, Ian, what not a guy, like, you know, like, not a guy. He comes back and buys the dogs to do testing on them. So that was, like, the big cliffhanger. But then all of a sudden they get out of the puppies. The puppies end up staying with Stan. So, happy ending? I think so.
Mm-hmm.
And the puppies were really cute. I remember, like, watching just, like, alright, so then they have this brief break from Princess and everything. And, then Chloe gets really mad, or they get into a fight because Chloe discovers that Avery is just using her to get a boy. Like, Disney. Not a great example. Like, there are children around. And then all of a sudden we're back with the puppies, like Stan. And guess what? The puppies talk, which is cute. And the voices were really cute. Like, you know, like the high-pitched, like, baby voice. And also, like, compared to humans, like, these puppies are, like, talking, like, real fast. Like, you know, like, probably, like, a month, a week. We don't know. And then, let's see, anything else? Oh, and I remember that they're invited on live TV. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Then there's nothing real special about these next few episodes. Except for, that, Princess is taken away, and Stan needs to save her. Like, seriously, like, can it?
Well, Florence says you can it.
And then this is something kind of weird. There is, then they get, something with Stan. He does something really naughty, and they're like, we don't want a dog anymore. Let's get a cat.
Oh, God.
And the episode is called Cat with a Blog. Not super fun. And then, right before the finale, Avery is automatically driving. She takes a driver's test. And then they start worrying, like, getting worried, like, Stan's secret's gonna come out. And, yeah. And then, alright, guys, the series finale is here. There were 69 episodes. What a number. Sorry. I'm really sorry. Technically 70, but one of them was a 1 hour special, which they combined 2 production codes. So, they go on the talk show, and the secret is out that Stan talks. And the pup actually knows. They don't find out that Stan can talk, they find out the puppies can talk because they won't shut up. Like, relatable. Like, we've literally been sitting here for, like, 40 minutes talking. Like, hashtag third longest podcast episode. Alright. And then the family finds out that, he can talk, and then Stan becomes a star. And he does not need to worry about being taken and experimented. Right from the beginning, full circle moment, like, from finding out, like, the kids finding out to the parents, to the whole experimental thing being wrapped up. I thought they did it pretty decently, with a few errors in the middle. I don't know about you. What do you think? Like, were there errors? Definitely. But it's Dog with a Blog. It's a Disney Channel show. Like, Disney needs better writers. Like, tell us something we don't know. Tell me something I don't know. Alright, guys. Thank you guys so much for listening to this episode of the podcast, but we're not done. I Oh, I forgot to do our character thing. So pick one character from the show that really made it Dog with a Blog. Go first.
The dog, obviously, because otherwise it wouldn't have been Dog.
Yeah, I was gonna say Stan because he really made it Dog with a Blog, and like without like him, the whole story wouldn't move along. So there you go. So now big announcement, guys. Yeah, for the first time announcement, this is actually gonna be posted on my podcast Instagram probably the day after this podcast comes out. I am doing for the series finale ish. This is very important of my podcast. I am doing the That's So Matthew Awards, which is going to be on like best guest, best female guest, best male guest, best Disney Channel show, best Disney Channel wand idea. Like we're going all out, folks. Like, and there's going to be almost every single guest that's been on my podcast is going to make a return, and we're going to 5 to 10 minute segments, and we're just going to talk about life. So, hashtag That's So Matthew Awards. I am so pumped up. Nomination, you can nominate someone beginning August 1st. But, actually probably before that because I have to get all the nominations and stuff made. But, so please check it out. I'm really excited. I think it's going to be really fun. And so it's for the series finale of my podcast, Ish. This is very important. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you guys tune into my That's So Matthew Awards on August 30th, I think. August 30th. And I am so glad that you guys decided to listen to my Dog with the Blog episode with Anna today. I hope you guys really enjoyed having her again, because she's going to be back one final time before the end of the podcast discussing Descendants 3, which comes out on August 2nd. And the episode will be coming out on August 17th, I think. August 17th. So a good 2 weeks after gives you guys plenty of time to watch the movie. Thank you guys so much. Once again, make sure to follow me on Instagram at That'sSoMatthew. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, send me an email at that'ssomatthewpodcast@gmail.com. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and thank you guys so much. Bye! Bye. That's a wrap on this episode of That's So Matthew. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please check out some of my other episodes that can be found on Anchor or Spotify. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys tune in to some of my other episodes. New episodes should be released weekly, so check back often. And I'll see you soon. Bye!